And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
And welcome back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Great program today. Call with your car questions at 888. That's 888-227-2546. Miss Jan will take your call, put you in the queue, and I will put you on the air. But first, news from the North American International Auto Show, or for short, NAIAS. And where? In Detroit. Where else? All roads lead to Motown every January, and NAIAS 2016 featured 61 vehicles, a majority of which were worldwide debuts. With us on the hotline now is Fred Ligouri, Chevrolet EV Manager, to reveal the winner of the 2017 North America Car of the Year. Can't wait. Fred, welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
Hey, Bobby, thanks for having me on. I really enjoy being here.
Got to hear all about this. Tell our Car Clinic listeners and viewers about Chevrolet's car that was just named Car of the Year, and what does that award mean to the Chevrolet brand?
So the Chevrolet Bolt EV was just named North American Car of the Year here at the Detroit Auto Show yesterday. I'm very proud of that for the team. It's great validation for the engineering and design teams. This comes on the heels of us having won Motor Trend Car of the Year, Car and Driver 10, a spot on the Car and Driver 10 Best Cars list, as well as Green Car of the Year, Green Car Report's Best New Car to Buy. Just a ton of great accolades coming for the vehicle. All of it really humbling, makes us very proud. The North American Car of the Year award is actually given by 60 independent automotive journalists from across the United States and Canada who test drive and then vote on the best new car out there for the new calendar year, new model year.
We're talking with Fred Ligouri about the Car of the Year. And Fred, the Bolt EV, that's the B-O-L-T, as in Bobby, Bolt EV, how does that differ from the Volt?
Sure. So the Bolt EV is a pure electric that builds on our electrification expertise that started with the Chevrolet Volt way back in 2010 when we put the first Volt on sale. The Volt is an extended range electric, meaning that it's got a smaller battery pack that stores some energy for you to travel tailpipe emissions free on electric power, and then after that's been depleted, kicks over to a range-extending gasoline engine that combusts gasoline to generate extra electricity on the fly. In the case of the Bolt EV, we're a pure electric. Those two vehicles are both part of the Chevy electric family that is also made up of a third member, the Chevy Malibu Hybrid, a vehicle that just went on sale last year. Really proud to have kind of a wide, robust lineup of electrified vehicles in the Chevy lineup with the Bolt EV, the pure electric, in the mix.
Well, you talk about the Bolt EV and it being pure electric. How far can people go on a charge? And the charging stations, I know that there's a lot of new activity in that arena. So share with us where we are in the market and how far someone could go when they buy the Bolt EV and the infrastructure to support that vehicle.
So this was a part of why the North American Car of the Year group named the Bolt EV the Car of the Year, is the fact that the Bolt EV is capable of traveling 238 miles on a single charge. That's EPA estimated combined number. It's really kind of unprecedented at the cost that price that we're offering it for, which is $37,495. Again, that's $37,495. That's inclusive of destination, but doesn't include any benefits from federal or state tax incentives. So once you factor those in, you're potentially talking, depending on your individual tax situation, about a vehicle that starts less than $30,000 and can go 238 miles on a charge. Previously, if you wanted to buy an electric vehicle and spend that kind of money, you'd be looking at a vehicle that went half or less of that distance. And if you wanted a vehicle that could go the kind of distance the Bolt EV can go, then you'd be talking 2 to 3 times as much money. So really kind of a game-changing vehicle for the segment. But more than that, Bobby, it's not only a great electric vehicle, it's just a great vehicle, period. It handles very nicely. Electric vehicles, as you probably know, instantaneous torque with. We've got 200 horsepower, 266 pound-feet of torque. We'll do a 0 to 60 sprint in 6.5 seconds. It's just a whole lot of fun to drive. You asked about the charging network. We are capable, as a standard, of doing level 1 or level 2 charging. Level 2's the public chargers you're most likely to see probably around you, and what a customer would install in their home, like a 248-volt station. Think of the kind of power required to run your home dryer, right? Same kind of thing. You get a special charging unit, install it in your garage. A full recharge can recharge the Bolt EV in a little over 9 hours. The level 1 cord is kind of like plugging in your cell phone or tablet. It's 110 volt. It's a portable cord that goes in the back of the car, so if you make the long drive to Grandma's house and get there and she doesn't have a charger, you'd use this to charge up. And if you do that, you'd get 4 miles of range for every hour that it's plugged in. And then if you opt for the optional DC fast charge system, that's 480 volt, that's like commercial grade power, right? So these are the larger chargers that are starting to come online all across the country, and in fact have more than doubled. The number has more than doubled in the last few months. You are talking a range of 90 miles in 30 minutes.
Well, you know what, Fred, what amazes me is that where you've come in the last 2 or 3 years, especially with GM, when they entered that market or re-entered that market. And I have to say that with the 3 different segments that you've covered, and if you would, before I let you go, cover those 3 segments again. We have the Volt, we have the Bolt EV, and then we have the Malibu Hybrid. And again, the difference between those 3 just quickly.
Sure. So the Bolt EV is pure electric, capable of 238 miles on a single charge. The Chevrolet Volt is an extended range electric that'll both allow you the benefits of driving electric and the additional capability of continuing on under gas operation, as well as the Chevrolet Malibu Hybrid, which takes our award-winning Chevrolet Malibu midsize sedan and electrifies the powertrain to help generate some really great fuel economy numbers while not being required to plug in.
There you have it, folks. The car of the year, the Chevrolet Bolt EV. One final question, Fred. Where can our listeners and viewers for Car Clinic here go to find more information?
You can go to Chevrolet.com/BoltEV to learn more about the Bolt EV. And if you want, we launched a new resource for those interested in learning more about what it is to drive electric, and that can be found at ChevyEVLife.com. Again, that URL is ChevyEVLife.com. ChevyEVLife.com. Fred Ligouri, General Motors, congratulations. I'll let you get back to the floor. Thank you so much for your time today and for being a guest on Bobby Likis Car Clinic, Fred. Thanks for having me on. Thanks, Bobby.